There we go, honest. Do you think that should have been a red card, Pablo?
No, I don't think so. Not even a foul. I thought the first time I thought, obviously, I thought that was a foul, especially because Haaland is a strong man. He's a powerful player, and he normally doesn't go down. So that's why I thought it was a foul, and I understood that Pep was complaining about that action. But then I see the replay, and it was not even a foul. So Haaland would have done. He should have done a lot better. He's a strong man. We know that. As soon as he starts running, he's so strong, and it would have been a different story. Probably he gets the ball, goes 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. He scored 2-0, and then he put the game into bed. But he was looking for a penalty, Haaland.
Do you agree, Frank?
I do agree. I think it's a soft contact, and in football, it's a contact sport. So it's not because I put my hand on your shoulder that you have to fall. That's not what it is. I think we're going to talk about Bayern Munich a little bit later on, and I will have an opposite situation for me.
So, what a tease!
No way.
Can we just go there now? Dan,
can't wait! We're going to go. Don, football is crazy. Obviously, City should have won this game. But in the end, if you don't take your chances, you'll get punished.
Do you know, Dan, calling the game today, I thought City were magnificent. I thought the chances that they carved out, Rodri missed a sitter in the first half, and they had their chances. Haaland missed 2 chances that you showed there. The biggest chance, I thought, in the game came from Phil Foden when he was 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper and absolutely panicked because he wanted to finish the situation himself, but he was probably thinking, if I don't pass this to Haaland, Pep is going to go ballistic. And then at the very last second, he tried to square it, and then the chances kept coming. Rodri had another chance. Laporte had a simple header. Gundogan had 1 or 2 opportunities. And again, Dan, we've all seen enough games of football where it's that movie, it never changes, and City should have won 6-0. Chris Wood comes off the bench on 84 minutes, has 1 chance in the game, and scores. And it was a mauling from Man City's point of view. So I wouldn't write them off in terms of the title race just yet. You're looking at the stats, 23 shots and he's 6 on target. But I thought they played well enough to suggest to me that they're still in this. They've got Bournemouth next. Arsenal go away to Leicester, who are in form. So, listen, this title race, as it stands, in my opinion, is still a 50-50 and it's wide open.
I don't think anyone's writing City off, Don.
Well, they played that well. I mean, listen, I think I thought Man City were magnificent today. They just didn't take their chances.
But surely you have to be magnificent. You have to deliver the whole package.
Well, I mean, if you want to base it on stats, yeah, but if you want to watch the game with your eyes,
I did. I watched the game.
play that game against Forest.
You banging on.
Well, no, if Man City play that game another 10 times against Forest, they win 9 times out of 10. It was a freak result. They should have cruised it.
But I feel like we've seen more of these freak results from City than we do normally.
Right. So let's get beyond the fact that Manchester City had a bunch of chances and that they not take advantage of those opportunities, right? You get to the 80th minute, you're still up 1-0 away from home at Forest. They make the changes and bring Chris Wood, and now they've changed the way in which they're going to play. They're going to be more direct because they have the big body of Chris Wood. So then Pep Guardiola decides, you know what? This whole back 3 situation that we had going on, now we're going to go to a true back 4. All right, I understand the reasoning. What I don't understand is why you go with Bernardo Silva as your left back. You already tried that. That didn't work. If you want to keep Bernardo Silva on the field, you have Nathan Ake sitting on the bench who can play that left back position. You can still keep Bernardo Silva. You take one of the attacking players off, and if you're going to be conservative, this is how you become conservative. I don't understand the reasoning. I don't understand the thought process. Just like I don't understand the thought process when the game goes to 1-1, why you take Kevin De Bruyne off the field? Who is the more likely to provide you service to potentially win a game? Huh? Who is that player of the guys that you have already out there? Kevin De Bruyne is at the top of that list. So the substitution pattern for Pep Guardiola late in the match and the decision-making of Pep Guardiola late in the match, I simply did not understand.
Pablo?
Well, I mean, it's a hard job to be a manager.
Just because you're assistant coach now of Albania, don't start.
No, of course, it's so hard. But the thing, I mean, we saw Bernardo Silva playing as a left back against Arsenal as well, against midweek. We all know that Pep, I know he's not a full back, and defensively he might struggle, but we all know that Pep also likes from his full-backs to come inside, to create that extra man in midfield, to be good on the ball. We haven't seen it with Fabian Delph before, even Zinchenko. I know that for Bernardo Silva, is not his best position. He's not a defender. He could be a good option when Man City is on the ball. But winning 1-0 away from home, of course, they will put, some big players in the box. You know that those 10 minutes, you have to defend. You have to keep a clean sheet. And Aki is probably one of those players who could do that job for that team in Man City at the moment as a left back. Ali has a point with this. But, of course, then Pep, if, like Don said before, they have a big chances in the game, they probably should have won the game by 6 or 5 goals. But they consider at the end, the goal came from that left-hand side, poor defending from Bernardo Silva, and okay, everyone will blame at him. But one of those games that I know probably Pep could learn from next game. We'll see.
Can we criticise Haaland?
Absolutely.
Jan went like
That's
that.
what he's paid for. The reason they get him is to win games like this. You get a chance, you're supposed to put the ball in the back of the net. And not only did he get a chance, he got 2 bites at the cherry because he hit the crossbar with the first one. So, yeah, absolutely. Look, the guy's fantastic. He scores tons of goals and he gets praised when he does that. So when he puts a ball over the crossbar the way he did today, then he deserves all the criticism he gets. Just the way it is.
And should have fought through the challenge instead of trying to draw a penalty when he's in the goalkeeper.
Right.
Put the game away.
Okay.
You win the game 2-0 at that point.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.